in a heartbeat. Someday I'm gonna really live like that music sometimes makes me feel. After a couple years, I won't have to listen to their whiny bullshit anymore. Pretty soon I won't have to see any of these clowns here again. Just a little while and I'll be out of here for good. Before you know it, I'll have all the time in the world. In a heartbeat, I would blow this pop stand off for once and for all. Someday I'll stay at that place I still remember from my rearview mirror. After a couple years, every day will be like Saturday for you and me. Pretty soon I'm going to drive off in the big old brand new pickup truck. Just a little while and we'll be doing all the stuff like they do in the movies. Before you know it, we'll beat these old timesheets into postcards. In a heartbeat, I could pack it in for them parts still unknown. Someday I will take the time to stay a few more days. After a couple years, we'll be off somewhere chasing them red Indian sunsets. Pretty soon we can sell this tired old house and retire in real style. Just a little while and we'll make it to the top of the hill. Before you know it, we'll spend the entire autumn simply watching leaves. In a heartbeat, if I could just pay off a few more of these crazy healthcare debts. Someday we won't just be acting like we do now every weekend. After a couple years, they'll see that I really wasn't just like them. Pretty soon I won't be all pissed off just because it's Monday. Just a little longer and I'm going to walk away from it all. Before you know it, we'll be relaxing together on some white sandy beach. In a heartbeat, I would tell them all to take a hike and ride on out. Someday I'll have the time to read that stuff I keep on blowing off. After a couple years, we won't even bother to watch TV every single night. Pretty soon we'll be staying home to avoid the weekend crowds. Just a little while and hey, listen, I swear we won't be too old to enjoy it. Before you know it, my dumbass boss will be just a funny memory. In a heartbeat, if only the cars and house didn't cost so much each and every month. Someday we'll sip margaritas every afternoon in the shade of a nice palapa. After a couple years, we'll go on that trek down on up through the Nepal Himalaya. Pretty soon the kids will be gone and we can start to travel. Just a little while and I'll retire and write down all this wisdom I've earned from all this bullshit. Before you know it, we'll spend nights in the smoke of the magic campfire. In a heartbeat, I could give it up and sell hot dogs at the beach. Someday we'll blow off health insurance even though we're a little fat. After a couple years, if things get better, we should be able to retire. Pretty soon your flawed project's artificial deadline won't mean jack to me. Just a little while and me and the Marlboro Man will be out riding on the range. Before you know it, I'll be on to more important things than this. In a heartbeat, if I could just hit it right on a couple of quick stock trades. Someday soon I'll chuck all this shit and go off to work for myself. After a couple years, it looks like the end should be coming into sight. Pretty soon I won't find that I'm mad about something stupid all the time. Just a little while longer and there won't be any more boring housework. Before you know it, we'll just be in them commuters' way as we take off on our next vacation. In a heartbeat, I'd walk away from all my MP3s and the big screen TV. Someday soon I'll get a break and we'll roll on out in style to Vegas. After only a couple years, I should begin to see a little daylight. Pretty soon all my money won't be going up in smoke and interest. Just a little while and my fat pension will probably be kicking in. Before you know it, we'll quit working and stop getting any older. In a heartbeat, I'd blow off this mess and go away to live like Jesus. Someday we won't just have to worry about money all the time. After only a couple more years, our time is going to come at last. Pretty soon I won't have to listen all day long to morons on the phone. Just a little while till we ride away in our brand new RV for good. Before you know it, we'll hear the ocean from our hammocks every night. In a heartbeat, if we could just find a way past this and that. Someday soon I won't just be trying to get through another week again. After a couple years, I'm thinking we won't spend so much time at the malls. Pretty soon now we won't be so damn tired we cannot see by Wednesday night. Just a little while before we can start to live for whatever things might still really matter. Before you know it, we can start to spend all this time that we've been saving. In a heartbeat, I'd tear up my damn credit cards and burn down the house. Someday we'll have lots of money, and we won't have to work anymore. After a couple more years, we'll have a little time just to sit and think things over. Pretty soon we'll pack up our reading glasses and prescription drugs and go. Just a little while, and we will stand aside and laugh at all the rodents. Before you know it, why, we'll have time to just wait until the light is right for the picture. In a heartbeat. But I got this deadline, and we just refinanced the house for the kids' college.